Today, I'm going to show you all my best automations and show you the templates, how they work, etc., based on the latest post inside the AI Profit Boardroom. Basically, each week we ask everyone inside the community, which is a community of 600 people, what automations they want to see, what's going to help them the most, what's like the most practical way to monetize this stuff, right? So I'm just going to run through each of these automations, answer them, give away the templates, and we'll get straight into this, all right? So Christian was asking, like, could you build a no-code workflow with NA10 to generate videos? And what we actually did was we created this NA10 Reels workflow. You can actually get the blueprint here inside the AI Profit Boardroom. If we download that, then we can start using it inside NA10, all right? And if you just want to use this stuff, steal it from me, get it inside the AI Profit Boardroom. So essentially what you can do inside NA10 here is if you go to create workflow, we'll import the workflow that I just showed you. So import from file here. There we go. And basically what this workflow does is it comes up with an idea. Then it links that to File AI, which can generate images with Flux. From there, we generate the videos, as you can see. And then we also generate the sound for each video as well. It's all automated, like literally you just click a button, generates all the ideas, the content, the sound, the music, etc. Then it stitches all of those videos together, as you can see. Then it sends that to a Google Sheet, which you can then auto post using Blotato to TikTok. So for example, if we go over to TikTok here and we have a look at some of the latest videos posted, you can see an example. So if we go to this video, this was generated with the Reels automation and automated in terms of posting using the Reels post, right? If you want the auto posting workflow as well for NA10, we've got that inside the AI Profit Boardroom. You can just download and import it directly here, all right? Pretty simple and easy, and you can easily get this set up step by step. And then, you can customize that to whatever you want, right? So for example, Christian was asking, like, how can we do it for exclusive wallpaper packs? And you can easily do that using the process that I've shown you today. So that is the first automation that we built. Let's move on to the next one. The next one is would love a complete posting to socials and how to link to Replit. So Replit is like a AI automation process where you can quickly build like apps and that sort of thing, right? So what you can actually do is you can use webhooks in NA10 and that will run with Replit, right? I've inserted the instructions inside this post. You'll see it pinned inside the AI Profit Boardroom. And then from here, if you want to use like a social media posting machine, we've actually got this one that you can download inside the AI Profit Boardroom, right? So you can see here it posts to Twitter. You can actually approve the content before proceeding. You can publish to social media, so Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. And it's like a content factory for social media to post all your socials. So that's probably the easiest way that you can get access to that. And you can download the full template here inside the AI Profit Boardroom. Each one of these answers that we give, we just link back to the module where you can download this stuff. And there you go. All right. Next up. So Alston was asking for an end-to-end powered automation, right? From prompt script to video. So we actually did that with this Reels automation as well. But the other thing you can do is you can actually use GenSpark as well. GenSpark is pretty good for this, right? So for example, if we go to GenSpark here, and you can see inside GenSpark, you can generate videos. I'm just trying to find the previous chat that I generated. So essentially inside GenSpark, what you can do is you can go inside here and you can say, okay, create a video, 60-second video about a man slaying a dragon. In fact, it's not Spark, it is Manus, that's why. All right, so if you go to Manus here, which is very similar sort of AI super agent, you can, for example, say create a short video platform, blah, blah, do this, and it'll actually generate videos and integrate them inside a sort of platform, as you can see. All right, so if we open this up, we have the videos automated directly, right? So you can embed those inside a SaaS tool that you create. The other option, and you can, this is really easy as well, start to finish, is you can say create a 60-second video with a story about, and then whatever story you want to create. And inside GenSpark, it will generate the videos, create each video, like you can see right here. Let's open this up. So this is the video generated with AI, and it also came up with a storyboard too. The way that this was done, it was done with Manus, and basically you can create videos, you can create the whole storyboard for you. So here's the full story outline on the right-hand side. And then if we scroll down here, we can see the video. For example, if we play this, this is the full 60-second video automated from start to finish, including the storyboard. All we had to do is just give it the idea, and then it went off and created this lifelike AI video. That's kind of like a mini movie, right? Super easy to do. You don't need to come up with much to do it as well. And Manus basically does the 80-20 of the work. It's crazy stuff. And then you can actually deploy that to a website as well if you want to share it with people, or just download it and host it somewhere. So that's a really good option as well when it comes to this stuff. We actually have a full course inside the AI Profit Boardroom on how to do this. For building out travel apps, so Brandon was asking, like, how do you do like a front end and back end UI and deployment for travel apps? For this, I would recommend Data Button, right? Data Button is pretty cool. You can build like full stack apps to the back end and the front end. We've got a full SOP and video tutorial inside here, but basically you can go into Data Button and then you can start building out the full thing that you create, right? It's like you can create a full front end and back end software. Now, the cool thing about Data Button is that it figures out all the steps for you. For example, it will figure out all the individual tasks and then it will start coding them out step by step. So if we sign in here, here's what the backend looks like. And then, for example, if we want to have a look at this SEO Connect Hub, we can check out the app and you can see all your previous apps that you've built here. But like something, for example, like a job board or something like that, you could easily set up using this process. If you don't use the app for a while, it will shut down, unless you're on like the paid version, I think. But you can see here how we've created this job board directly inside Databun. And then it will plan out on the right-hand side all the tasks that need to be done, and then build your app in the middle here as well. We can come back to that once it's done. Let's have a look. So we've got this right here. Let's open this up. Yeah, it's deploying in right there. So we've covered how to automate videos, how to build front-end and back-end apps, how to create the script for videos and automate that as well with NA10, along with automating Reels and social media content too. So that was, 5 different automations we've already blasted through. Now, Tina was asking, okay, how do you create a bridge or a relay between, for example, Replit and 2 AI models of choice? So what you can do is, for example, I think inside Data Button, I'm not sure about Replit, but Data Button, you can actually switch between AIs, and then you can get one AI to check the other one. The other option is you can use something like ChatGPT Codex, right? So if you publish your code to a GitHub, and then you import that GitHub into Codex, Codex will run all the tasks for optimizing the code, improving the UI, fixing bugs, etc. in the background, right? So you can link it to a GitHub repository, like you can see right here, and then it will test and just proofread the examples that you built. By the way, if you want to see the example of the app that I created with Data Button, you can see it right here. So here's the app that we built, and then people can sign in, and you basically got a front end and a back end. Right? You can also link this to Superbase as well. But yeah, pretty simple and easy to build. So let's go back here. So for NA10, Chris was asking, like, how can you improve NA10, for example, for landing pages and stuff like that, using Go High Level? All right, how can you link Go High Level and NA10? So we actually have a bunch of ways to automate, for example, like opt-ins, landing pages, and websites with Go High Level inside the AI Profit Boardroom. We also have a client onboarding automation through High Level as well, right? So for example, if someone signs up to your processes, they can fill in a form, and then that creates a new automation inside NA10. The other option that we have is this example. So I'm just going to download this. This is a workflow where we created an AI sales agent that links to Go High Level. So let me show you an example. So we'll create a new workflow inside NA10, and you can just import this workflow. So let's import from File, open this up. And then inside NA10 here, you can see that we've got a webhook, right? So as soon as someone books in a call from Go High Level, that goes through a filter. If it's a new sales call, then this agent will write the email body, then the email subject line, and then create a draft for our sales reps to start chasing people up, right? So step by step, you can easily just go through these stages and start generating automated emails, right? And you can just import this workflow right here from the AI Profit Boardroom. The good thing about that is, for example, whether it's your sales reps or your customer service team, etc., you can link Go High Level, which is a CRM, where all your leads are coming through to NA10. And then, for example, your reps can draft emails and all that sort of thing using these processes. All right, Chris was also asking about a simple bot that can manage communication and then give them to you in one place, specifically translating content, right? So for example, like Chinese to English. So we actually have this NA10 workflow. And you can see here, basically, it triggers by a Telegram message, it runs through the AI agent, and then the AI agent responds, right? And it automatically translates stuff. So let me show you an example here. And we've got the importable NA10 JSON blueprint if you want to try this stuff, and you can just edit it how you want to. But if we go inside this AI agent, and then I'm going to type in some Chinese, for example, let's say I want to automate the translation of this. We can go inside here, type that in, and then it will reply with the translated Chinese, right? Let's try something a bit more complicated here. So I'm going to say, give me a sentence about Chinese. DDIFX says, are you going to change your name to AI instead of SEO? I wasn't sure if I should sign up because it wasn't SEO I'm looking for. Yeah, the majority of our business still comes from SEO, right? But SEO is basically now AI, like it's all AI related stuff. So I'm going to keep my name as SEO on YouTube simply because most of our clients who come to our business are buying SEO. But we do have the AI Profit Boardroom, and we do talk a lot about AI on our channel. And it's usually the same audience. Like the audience that will buy SEO from us is also very interested in AI. And so like we serve both audiences, but we reach more people using this. But yeah, if you check out the AI Profit Boardroom, that is all about AI. It's not just about SEO. It does have an SEO module, but a lot of it is just, about automations, making money, scaling your agency, etc. So I'm going to type in this sentence in Chinese into Telegram. And now you can see it's come back to us with the translated sentence automatically. Chinese is one of the oldest and most widely used languages in the world with rich history, culture, and writing tradition. And so basically you've got this full Telegram bot that can automatically translate Chinese to English for you. Nice. So Robert was asking about a job application processing workflow where it can take job application forms, send the applications, and then compare it against all the other applications received. The easiest way that I know to do this, right, is that when you get those applications, you actually get them to your inbox, not to your website, right? Because it's going to be much easier to store the data. Then you're going to use something like GenSpark, Super Agent. And inside GenSpark, you can link your Gmail account, like you can see right here, right? So for example, for you, you've obviously got all those job application, PDFs and everything that you want GenSpark to download. So what you would do is once you've connected your inbox, is you can say inside here, download all the PDFs regarding job applications from my inbox, then compare all the candidates and create a dashboard comparing the top 5, right? Something like that. So I'll give you an example. So if I change that to, okay, check all the sponsored video emails from my inbox of people asking to buy sponsored videos on my channel, and then compare the top 5 offers and create a dashboard comparing the top 5. So we're going to hit enter, and that should pull in the data from my inbox and then start using that. Now, I know this works really well for job applications simply because GenSpark, when they actually released this update yesterday, in their video, they actually showed how to use this for job applications and stuff like that. So it's a really powerful tool for just filtering through a lot of information, downloading it, and then comparing like job applicants, for example. If you want to see a demo video of that, let me pull this up. And then if we go inside, here's an example. And you can see here how it's comparing like job applications using the tool, right? So it says search my Gmail for resumes related to this job, download all resume attachments. So you want to make sure that all your applications are going to your emails as well. And then if we go back inside GenSpark, you can see that it's pulling out the latest emails, comparing the top 5 candidates, etc. It'll come back to us with the details. So that's the easiest way to automate this. Peter asks, okay, I'd like to write my own stories for sci-fi movies. How can I do this? So Perplexity is actually really good for this, right? So if you want to storyboard stuff and automate it, you can use Perplexity Labs. It's basically like an AI super agent. You can use a prompt, develop a short sci-fi film concept in a noir style about a 30-year-old female scientist. living on Mars in the future when a calamity hits, blah, 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 create 9 storyboards and full screenplay. And then you can see how it storyboarded the whole thing, created the images, created the ideas for the storyboard, and that was fully automated. So Perplexity Labs are really good for that. We do have a full course here inside the AI Profit Boardroom if you want to get access to that and learn how to use it. Marco was asking like for an automated Pinterest content process, right? Automated with make.com. So for this, we actually have a make Pinterest workflow. Inside this make Pinterest workflow, you can download the JSON file if you want to just import this. But essentially inside make.com, let's pull up this example. You can use this example to create multiple images, right? Now, if you want to create like 15, you would just duplicate this module over here over and over again and just link it inside the workflow like that, right? So you can create like 15 of those if you really wanted to. And then what it would do is take the outputs from ChatGPT and run that through Pinterest. Now, what you could do inside your Google Sheet is you could have a description of the blog post. So that's how you can send this from ChatGPT, so from Google Sheets to ChatGPT image generation to Pinterest, and then over to Google Sheets again if you want to track what you've posted. The other way as well, for generating AI SEO automation content, is you can go into the SEO module inside the AI Profit Boardroom here. So if we go to the classroom, AI SEO automation, and we have this full blueprint on make.com. So for example, if we download this one, we'll go back here. In fact, we can, let's create a new workflow. So you know how to automate Pinterest. And then if you want to create automations for SEO content, you can import the blueprint, find the file, take the make automation, boom, there you go. And that takes a keyword, creates the content with Claude, and then posts it on WordPress. So that's basically how you can do both the Pinterest automations as well as the SEO content. So Jason was asking, like, I would like an automated process where I can provide a keyword or phrase and it could scrape Reddit for that keyword or phrase and pull out useful posts, right? So the way that you can do this is actually quite an easy and simple one, is you can go onto NA10 and you can use this automation right here. And basically what this does is when you plug in a keyword, it will run through the AI agent, and that AI agent is going to pull out keywords from Reddit using the Firecrawl API request, right? So you can see the Firecrawl API request right here. So if we go inside the chat, let's open this up and I'll say, okay, SEO is my keyword, right? Something like that. What you can see here is it's now running the HTTP request using Firecrawl, and then it's going to pull out Reddit posts like you can see inside the chat. If you want the NA10 downloadable workflow for this, it's inside the AI Profit Boardroom. You can just download and import that. And if you go back to our workflow here, we've got the posts pulled in from NA10, right? So for example, like what is SEO, search engine optimization? Is SEO really that important? Blah, blah, blah. And you can see the posts right here, right? And so if you want to pull out the latest ideas, etc., blog post ideas, you can use this AI agent. It scrapes Reddit, it finds the keywords, you just type in the keyword that you want inside the chat, and you're off to the races. The only thing is you need to set up the API key, but I've got the details on how to do that inside the AI Profit Boardroom Firecrawl Reddit bot right there. And that is it. I've covered all the automations. Incredible. So one for video, one for social media, one for AI-powered automation on videos, that's number 3. The front end and back end web development, number 4. Bridging Replit or other AI models like that, 5. Enhancing GHL with NA10, 6. The Telegram bot, boom, 7. The job automation with GenSpark, 8. The Sci-Fi storyboard, which is number 9. And then the make.com and Pinterest automation for SEO, number 10. And Jason's automation for Reddit, number 11. All right, 11 different AI automations as promised. You can get that all inside the AI Profit Boardroom, link in the comments description. This also comes with weekly coaching calls, so you can ask us any questions that you have. And also all of our best AI agents, templates, workflows. The value in there is just absolutely insane. We also make a personalized video for you answering all your questions each week. So you can post automations, tell me exactly what you want, and I'll just create it for you like I've shown you with proof that everything works, and also the downloadable templates. And then inside the community here, you can post any questions in between the coaching calls. And if you need help, etc., you can just get help from me and Vic and everyone else in the community. Additionally, we share all our weekly wins. So it's a team of winners It's a tribal winners who just want to share the journey and enjoy it along the way. And additionally, if you miss any of the coaching calls, we actually post the coaching call recordings inside the Q&A section here. On top of that, each week, I actually break down all the latest AI automations just to share, okay, here's what's happened recently, right? Because there's a lot of crazy stuff, and I want to show you what's working, what's good, what's not, what shouldn't you waste your time with, because I know it can be overwhelming sometimes as well. So every Monday we do this, we recap the latest updates and new stuff. And yeah, it's just an awesome community of people trying to help each other, all right? It's only $59 a month. You save 1 hour, you've already paid for your time there. And additionally, if you want to get all of this stuff implemented for you, feel free to get a free AI strategy session, link in the description. You can ask any questions on that call, jump on the call. And then additionally, inside here, we'll jump on that call together. We'll look at what you can automate, how you can save time. And then if it makes sense for us to work together, we can implement that for you. All right. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Sporter says, please remind me how you post to all of your platforms. Is it automated? Yeah, so if you want to learn that stuff, again, it's inside the AI Profit Boardroom. You can check out the social media AI agent posting content that we've talked about. And yeah, appreciate you watching. See you on the next one. Cheers. Bye-bye.